Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. I'm here with CEO David Kelley of Chakana. David, welcome to the interview.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah, we just did our myth presentation last week. I really enjoyed all the information you had to share. I think your whole value offering is really coming to fruition where it can really take the next big step. And part of that was that you had to raise some money. $9 million into the treasury was completed now. You also had your largest shareholder, Goldfields, go from a 16.8 to 19.99% ownership. Huge endorsement of your company and what you're doing. You and I talked a little bit, and I had you explain the management team, how many mine finders are on your management team. You guys have done it not once, twice. I mean, you've done it many times, 6 or 7 times, matter of fact. So with that being said, how are we going to use this money now to keep this train going and move us to the next level?
Yeah, well, Greg, you're right. You know, the financing was huge for us because we brought in 9 million. We still had 2 million in the treasury, so we're sitting at 11 million right now. We've got 2 drill rigs turning on the property as we speak. And the board in January approved a 26,000 meter drill program this year, divided between infill resource drilling, 16,000 meters going towards that, plus another 10,000 meters for new target testing. So the investors can expect to see a steady flow of results coming out, drill results coming out, like we have been. I mean, we started drilling last August and we made 3 new discoveries, and we've had, lots of news releases on those results. That's going to continue through the year. But the big catalyst for us this year will be the first maiden resource estimate on the project, and we anticipate that to be in Q3. Obviously, we need to finish the infill drilling that we're doing now because that's going to form a substantial part of that resource estimate, but that will be commingled with the rest of the resource drilling we've previously done on breccias 1, 5, and 6. So, we're going to have 6 or 7 breccia pipes in that first resource. It's going to be a demonstration of concept. As you know, we think we might have anywhere from 50 to 100 breccia pipes on the property, and we're just going to start by putting a resource out on a few of those to demonstrate the concept, and then obviously we'll be adding to that in the future.
Yeah, I would think that would get us a lot of credibility, because I think this breccia pipe model has been a little more difficult to explain to people, I think, in the early going, but now they're catching on. And as you go through and show success in these early breccia pipes and thinking we have 50 to 100 more potentially, that could get quite exciting, especially with the grades we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the geology is fascinating with this deposit. The geologists, I absolutely love it. But what really gives me a lot of satisfaction is to see the mining engineers, how they take to the project. And they're even more excited about the mineability of these breccia pipes. So, at the end of the day, the customer for the geologist is the mining engineer. And if you can keep them happy and deliver them the kind of resources that they can build a mine out of, well, then you've done a really good job.
Yeah, no, for sure. As we mentioned, I just think it's worth talking a little bit more about the background and some of the successes that you and your management team have had. Why don't you just talk a little bit about that? I just think that has to be a highlight, because in my view, it's all about the people. It's the most
important part. That's exactly right. Discoveries are no longer single person discoveries. They're all team-based discoveries, and it takes there's a number of things that have to come together, of course, to be successful in exploration and in mining. And one is an understanding of ore deposits. How does the earth work, and how do these deposits form? And some deposit models are very well understood, and hundreds of discoveries have been made off of, for example, the porphyry copper model. There's really robust models that explain how they form and what to look for and what their footprint is and that type of thing. But when it comes to tourmaline breccia pipes, it's a much lesser known deposit model, and that's in part because they're more rare. It certainly has nothing to do with their potential. I mean, the one of the greatest the largest copper deposit in the world is the Los Bronces Rio Blanco district in Chile. It has 252 million tons of contained copper. That's the largest accumulation of copper on the planet, and half of that is hosted in tourmaline breccias. It's just a remarkable, freak of nature, to just, to speak of it that way. And that's the kind of system we have. I'm not saying that our system has the potential to be that big, but I'm just saying that these ore systems can create value that's well beyond our expectations.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's exciting times for you guys. I think your exploration story is now maturing to the point where I'm expecting and sensing that we're going to start seeing some big jumps in value as the drills start telling us, what we have here. So I think you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing. Any last comments?
Well, just, it's always great to get on with you, Greg, and talk to your your subscribers and let them know what we're doing. I look forward to doing that throughout the year because we're going to have a lot of news. There's going to be a lot of milestones we're going to tick off this year. We've got the permits, we have the targets, we have the drill rigs, we have the funding, we have the team. So when you put all that together, it's going to be a good year for us, I think. And on top of that, we've got $4 copper.
Right.
So it's a perfect storm that's coming together for us, and we're going to work hard and do our part in delivering and doing what we say we're going to do, and look forward to talking to you throughout the year to deliver that message to the
well, it looks like the universe is lining up for you guys, and it's going to be exciting to watch. And I'm at your current share price, I think you're a very good exploration value that has great potential to really hit one out of the park here. So
David, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, Greg. Thank you so much.